So it's interior stops, and then you have a break in there for a lock. So you're kind of familiar with that, but they come in 8-foot and 10-foot pieces, and so you've got all these, like the shortest piece I'm gonna have, 20 inch, because 18 and a half, we'll say 22 inches, because that's a head and the sills, 21 and 7/16. Where's that wheel? Well, it's morning, and time to get going on this again. I think I'm definitely doing these legs. I gotta put this together first. Then I can sand it. And then work on the legs, which will cover up, we'll put screws in the legs. The nice thing about those, they'll cover up the screws. I was thinking, do I putty it? Yeah, just ignore that. But do I putty it? Screw, will the screws go, or do I not? Do I plug it? I can't plug it. It's only 5/8. It's hard to put plugs in. I got the wood plugs, but I'll put the plugs in there, in here. Actually, I have some aero finished screws that would work with that, but I wouldn't be able to plug them. But I could putty them. I might do that. Not plug them, putty them. Rather than trying to do plugs, I could show you how I do that. That's not that big of a deal, but I think if I can find those narrow head kind of, it's like woodwork screws, like furniture type wood screws. That would be, I would like to do that. That would give me an opportunity to do a little putty on it. I don't want to get too elaborate. Oh, I see what fell down yesterday. Remember I heard something? This, because I couldn't stick it down here. No, I did. Okay, so I think these screws are out. I would like to use them. They're kind of long though. I think when I'm going with, oh, no, okay, so. Thought I pulled out. Wow. I could have swore I pulled out some. One of those. Inch and a quarter. Which are not inch and a quarter in them. What? Why did I go with those? I had them, I had 2 boxes and I decided, oh, no. I think I'm gonna have to go for a walkabout. Try to find the proper ones. GoPro, stop recording. Whew. Hey, I got it. Square head because I changed my mind on these screws. Nothing wrong with them, but give me 1 second here, because I found one screw laying in the cabinet, and it is a square head, and it's a self-tapper. I don't know if you can see the self-tapper in there. Same length, got a little bit more of a taper towards the end. I like that. Oh, bunch of them. Another leftover from work. So, this goes away. Don't do any more crown stapling. I don't think so. So, let's just, hey, you could have broke the bit, knock it off. Round. Why would you make it round? stand back. Wow. Controlled chaos. So, I guess I started up the compressor for nothing. Nothing. Let's just turn it off. That all burned up awfully quick. Holy smokes, I ate a big chunk of wood. Please tell me I won't burn so fast. I got some stuff fresh from this year, but skinnier sticks. What? Skinnier sticks. Oh, I didn't make it turn off that time. Don't say that. I should actually turn out those commands off, huh? I think so. Let's go, baby. Alright, so I guess what we're gonna do is glue is out. Screws are in. Probably gonna have to. Ooh, there it is. This awesomely wonderful little tool lets me draw a line because this is what, 5/8, so we need 5/16. It is a little hard to read these. So here we go, 5/16. Second to the end. What does this do? This lets me, that really, I have a hard time believing that is, I would have to say no to that. What did I put that on? 360, one for the end on that one, that's why. That I would go with. Downside is they need to make a left and a right. Yeah, that would be really nice. You don't have to keep on it. You know, do I have any tape? Little piece of tape. I'm gonna get sick and tired of constantly trying to find that mark. Any tape, any tape. I suppose I'm not gonna have any out here. Generally when it's winter, you start taking your tape inside. Yeah. Yeah. Am I gonna have to suffer it? Anything. Electrical tape, I don't care. Can't get to my electrical cabinet because I got a bunch of wood shoved in front of it. Okay. So, well, we got this can work. Yeah, that'll work fine. Rip a piece off of there. Oh, man. I didn't need that stupid 5/16. This stuff is not as easy to cut as you would think. There, huh? Yeah, now I can find it every time. Holy smokes, my eyes aren't that good. Let's get that show on the road already, okay? Let's do oh, we gotta sand it down first. Shoot. Oh, dude. Follow me there the whole way. Wow, holy smokes, are you kidding me? Oh, Lord, Lordy. Okay, come on. Gets me in there. I'm gonna put a little arrow up to that side and make it up, yeah. Well, the reason being is that there's a little lip on there. I kinda like to screw it down before I start sanding it. Righty. It works, but it's kind of hard. It don't quite work because it kind of doesn't go all the way to the end. But it was cheap, and it's handy to throw in the pocket. So we'll go with it. Oh, you know what? We don't even need that on there anymore. Starting to pick up in the temperature here a little bit. That's good. Wait a second. All right, well. I'm gonna point that one that way a little bit. All right. Not quite sure what you need to have that for. Oh! Circle? I don't know. All I know is that the cool thing about it is a regular type pencil, which this is not. Well, it is kind of. At any rate, we don't need the Phillips anymore. Well, how much juice is left in here? Half. Okay. So we're not going to get crazy. We're not going to put a screw all the way to the end. We don't need a screw all the way to the end. You know what I didn't do? No, I'm not going to do that. Not get stupid. I'm not going to do a bunch of screws either. I mean, I'll probably do 3. And 3. Maybe I could just do 2. I can do 2 because this is all stapled in. What if we just do that? Right? This is designed for doing one at a time, but yeah, this is getting plenty enough warm in here. That's where we at now. 69. Not as bad as it was yesterday, but. Oh, yeah. All that caffeine in me probably didn't help. Would you like me to put a crown staple in the middle of there? Does that make you happier? I forgot to do my stretches. Yeah. That was good at hockey. Broom ball, maybe.
Just to a broom ball match tonight at the arena.
But not hockey. Broom ball. Pretty sure broom ball is kind of a Minnesota-Wisconsin game. Gotta have lots of ponds and lakes. And Minnesota's got a lot of lakes. It's a land of 10,000 lakes. Except for we're the land of like 15,000 lakes, so. Not that I'm trying to, Minnesota up one, but just saying. The best lakes are it's more like giant ponds, below the cabin. The Myers cabin, they got a pond. Back, it's not right at the cabin, back just a little bit further. But, well, I'll tell you. It's like the perfect shape because it's literally an elongated oval. And it's round, but it's stretched out straight with the round boys. Oh yeah. Now we're in the day. Boys have set up a TV out there. Thanksgiving Day. Little broom ball, broom hockey if you want to call it that, and a Packer game. Yeah, telling you. Broom ball. You gotta get your Sorel boots on. Sorel, not Sorel, it's Sorel. They're Canadian. They're Canadian? Oh, I don't know. Sounds French. Yeah, they're Canadian. I had the better ones. They got kind of a flat bottom on them, which is great for skimming across the ice. More stable. Ones with a slightly round bottom, I'll tell you. Oh, the next day and the day after that. You're on the ice. You're always in a constant state of slipping. So your leg muscles are tense, so tense. You don't feel it, but the next day, the day after, oh. And honestly, for a week, for sure. Man, walk like an old man. Oh man, it's crazy, fun. So you get yourself a broom. I don't have one of those here anymore. As a matter of fact, I gave it to a nephew because he was going to a broom ball game and I says, I got you a broom. Wouldn't have a broom. You want the ones with the thicker handles. Remember the thicker wood handles? Not the thin ones, but the thicker, heavy ones. And the straw broom, huh? Remember straw broom? Yeah. You get some duct tape, and you duct tape up that broom. You don't want to make it into a circle, but you want to kind of make it more flat, but you want to duct tape it up, hold it all together. That's it. And then a ball. Pick a ball. Could be a soccer ball. Could be one of those red rubber balls, the ones you pump up. Could be anything. Usually it's a soccer ball, or, usually a soccer ball. Or, should I say, a football. This one's. Tell me you run out of juice. Oh, yeah. And for a soda, wait for it, wait for it. I'm gonna go with a little bit of Wonder. From a distance. Well, that's crooked again. It's been crooked all day long. From a distance. From a distance. Anybody know what it is? Pennsylvania Dutch. All you East Coasters, you Northeast Coasters kinda like birch beer. Yeah. Caffeine free. Come on, man. So, nothing really special about it. Birch beer. I don't know if it's actually made from the sap of a birch, but sap from a birch is actually really good. And it's great when you make it, if you mix it into iced tea to make sweet tea. Let me tell you. Yes, window up there. Oh, my car shirt is getting all dirty. All right, let's call that good. So now, all right, we're good. We'll do the lines. We'll do them again later. Okay. What did we say? Inch and 13/16? Let's just set those right in there. I do believe we said inch and 13/16. So we'll start with that. Inch and 3/4. Sure. Inch and 3/4. Well, we know this is off by the 32nd of an inch. nice. Tell me what to do. One, but. Alright. That's good. So, how to sand this very carefully. It does tend to get a little warm. Wow. Stay running now because I can't get back there. Okay. There. Alright. Alright. Regardless. Get off track. There we go. Now, crazy. As far as getting flush that way, we need something that will tell me that it's all flush. Tell ourselves where those are. I don't want to be hitting them. I might go with the T15s. I don't know. That's make this a little bit bigger. That's not very long though. They're a little bit bigger. You know, I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and just crook it again. What is wrong with you? I got a crooked neck if you keep hanging sideways like that. Let's get a bit that is. Oh boy. Oh, I like that. It's the size of the base, basically. We'll find out on one of them, that's for sure. Oh, well. Sorry. It is nice, the first real snowfall that sticks around. A little bit more snow tomorrow maybe, and then the temperature's gonna drop all week, so this is sticking. Well, in the North Woods, they really gotta be taking a big sigh of relief because they haven't really had all that luck, all that much luck. They've been kind of hurting the last few years. Okay, pretty good. We're gonna put a piece in the bottom. We're probably gonna put a piece somewhere down here, somewhere, maybe down here. Then we're probably also gonna do a square piece at the bottom of really thin plywood, something that can slide around easily, because you start to bounce around, slivering this off. You don't want that. And I still didn't get any hamburger buns. It's not snowing out, it's a light snow. I would like to do some hamburgers on the grill. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, I haven't burned up all my pine, I'll flip this up. So, nice. We're gonna put a square piece in here. And that, just keep it all nice and tight and everything. You know, I'm not worried about how it sits in there as long as it sits. We'll just square piece, put it in there, and we got some, this fancy thin birchwood, whatever. We don't get square in there, you know. Burp. The square will be probably, you know, I'm gonna go right like that. Just something that slides on. I can even put just a nail in there, you know. My crown staple. Oh, that'll stay in. You know, it's not square, but should I just go like that and be done with it? Kind of like that idea better. But Russ, won't it chip out in the back? It's a good blade, and you go slow, and still could. Look into my eyes. Do I care? be all good now. And one more for good measure. I won't hit on it though. Oh my Lord, let me do it. What is your problem with that oat? Okay. I don't know. Did you go back and try to find my mistake? You're not going to find it. Oh, you might. You're going to have to pay attention. So, yeah, this stood up kind of high, doesn't it? Sits up higher than the box is. But you know what? Easy reach, not having to bend over. Because it is going to be behind a shaper. It's got a run-out table. It's going to be behind there. Yeah. Just a stupid thing. Something I've been wanting to do for a little while. I finally got around to it. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you figured out my mistake. My faux pas, my foobar. I'd like to hear what you say. Yeah. And what you think of this? As far as just being a utilitarian parts holder, offcuts holder, for a specific part. It was just something to do. I know it was going to be like kind of a storm out today, and I didn't really feel like going anywhere. I'm going to go visit people. Not worth it. That first good snow, you know what the roads are like, and then you know the way the people drive. I never remember how to drive in snow. I'll be dodging cars, skidding left and right all over the place. Yeah. All right. I had to substitute some tools for others because I couldn't find them, but yeah, whatever you got, it'll work. All right. Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you like. You'll get a notification when I get one. You don't have to watch it. I do appreciate you watching to the end.